Welcome to our Starry Hours broadcast. We are very, very concerned this evening that we're running way behind where we should be in celebration of our holiness on this planet, in this marvelous, miraculous, budding, blooming spring season. We have to develop much better responsibility toward our divine feminine and toward our younger generations on this planet. And for all our planets, because our future can be one of opening the stargates and becoming very holy and kind beings, like the equinox, the nox of Stargate. And right now, we need to be the true Q of Star Trek because our planet is endangered, extremely endangered. And as I speak with you tonight, I know that there's a number of younger people that I know of who are underappreciated, undervalued, both young women and young men. And why is that? Because in so many situations in North America, their mothers, the women of North America, their mothers, their aunts, and their great-grandmothers and great-great-aunts have accepted less than half a loaf. And I don't mean in terms of money, because I don't think that's what most women really want. Most women want a quality of life. And with our emphasis on money and title in this society, the true values of women, of the divine feminine, of nurturing, connecting, dignity, and freedom and peace have become very compromised here in North America and around the world, and way too many places. Our planet is in extreme danger. And some of these young people who should have been particularly celebrated today, I know a number of women on my family community tree with the name of Esther, and one young lady with the name of Hadass, which means Esther in Aramaic and Hebrew. And I just learned of another woman who lives on, well, who's connected to the name Myrtle. Myrtle is the connection of a previous great-grandmother who needs to be remembered by great-granddaughters and siblings and cousins and aunts and great-grandchildren. And we're going to be making sure to be in touch with her and with other members of her family and all of our families. So we're going to do a rather brief broadcast tonight. We just wanted to let you see that we have the heart light, the marvelous, miraculous, budding, blooming flowers, and the heart light, and the marvelous, miraculous, budding, blooming flowers. Let's do it this way too. The heart light and the marvelous, miraculous, budding, blooming flowers. Let's not forget that heart light and the giver of the heart light. She's a sweet baby too. Our society has pushed us in directions. Saddest aspect of my life has been my diaspora from my hometown. And I look to the computer to bring me back in connection with people that I've loved all my life. And they've lost the ability to connect. I fear I'm too late, but I will not accept that. Because we have memory, and I can even tell from the manner in which they resist connecting with each other, that they do remember each other when they were younger. They do. So we do have the memories. They are there, and we can reconnect. It's just that people are rusty at it. In order to raise up the divine feminine, we have to value connection. Connection and connection. Connection along the family tree, and horizontally and widely among the current branches, and back and forth in time, and also to the larger community, knowing that we are all related. I love you all. My dearest family, I love you so much. And you need to love one another and yourselves. So let's show you the milk. We have the milk. I'm not doing the complete ceremony. I do that during the day, but we want to make sure that you know this is just as true in the starry hours as in the daytime. You are just as valued in the starry hours as you are in the daytime. You are as precious in the starry hours as you are in the daytime. You will be Co-Secretary General's Co-Sefiraz Equinox-Trucuse. You will be Co-Secretary General's Co-Sefiraz Equinox-Trucuse. We will make it a little easier for you. We'll get you there. And sure, all the pictures show. You're all precious. You're all precious. 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 You're so precious to me. I love you. I love myself. And I love you. And God as God loves us all. This again. We'll start fresh on parity, with parity on this and all our planets, past, present, and future, as Secretary General's Co-Sefiraz Equinox-Trucuse. And just for good measure, we'll say it again. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious, all the blessings and all the greetings of all the heritages of our Earth and our Earth's past, present, and future, as Equinox-Trucuse, Co-Secretary General's Co-Sefiraz. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious will say all the blessings and all the greetings of all of our future, of all of this and all our of all of our lands and all of our heritages of this and all our planets of all the languages, past, present, and future, as Equinox-Trucuse, Co-Secretary General's Co-Sefiraz. Now, today was Purim, but I have to look on my mystic calendar. It very likely was other holy days, true on many other traditions, but the Purim one is very important because Esther was offered 50-50 by her prince, and she taught him to be more of a prince of peace. But we didn't quite get to that fullness until some centuries later, and we are yet working on that issue today. I have among my family goddesses of peace culture, that can arise. And I have young goddesses and gods of peace culture who can arise, who can all become risen. And I hope they will, in one big shift now these months of spring. And we'll take it back in time to when we should have at the millennium, because I will provide a new calendar for this world. Goddess God, forgive us for the errors we've made. Goddess God, love us anyway. Goddess God, grant us the time to correct ourselves and learn a new way. I am going to play the musical medley, but I do so with great warning that this triumphant sounding music does not reflect the extremity of the danger that we really are in on this planet. We are just before the great fall of humanity. Instead of the great risenhood, we have managed to find our way into the great fall. Let us change our ways. Let Goddess God give us a little bit of a time extension on this, and we'll turn back time and we'll reconnect these early days of spring into the little bit more robust spring and pull them together and give you all your purity, your freshness, your budding and blooming. Again, we'll find a way to do it. I'll find the way. So let's do our musical medley, and we'll enjoy it again in honor of this and many other holy days that come to celebrate the parity of women and peace culture, the love of. Now, obviously, we have this figure here is also reflected here and here with her partner. We're not leaving her partner out. It's just that we had several thousands of years of focus on her partner and ignored the focus on her. And we have had only 2 days to focus on this lady and forgot her connection to this lady. Let's focus on her and grant her what she was promised, 50-50. For the good of all, for the good of us all. And let's not forget this. Let's not forget this. Here we have a little lady, and we have her with her mother, and I and all of you are her sisters and their daughters and their sons and their brothers. Here we are. Let's bring the meaning of Esther Easter into all our hearts. This is Esther Easter. Today and this week and tomorrow are Esther Easter. We're extending the all too short holy day of Purim, and we're making it pure for all by extending it and connecting it to Easter as it always should have been. My mind is in a state of awe and foreboding because our younger generations should have been taught this by their parents, and instead their parents have taught them separation and fear, anger, bullying, bystanderism, and victimization. This generation of Americans really has lost our way. profoundly. How can anybody think that they don't need balance of love and work? Why in the world would we think it's all right to be 94th in representation for women? Why in the world would we think that children don't need family leave? I can't understand what happened to North Americans. It's just that they're too busy to think. And they're so disconnected from their families of origin and their communities that they grow up in that they have no sense of rootedness, and their conversations have become trivial and mechanistic. We have to regain our humanity here. Then we'll know that we are worth our zillions. Each one of us is a universe. Let's remember the Shekinah. Let's organize the Shekinah as a circle. And then we can bring in our Shekinahs and Hekinahs together as we approach Passover and Easter and the other holidays of slightly more middle spring and Earth days. Let's get there. We'll get there. And we're just going to play our musical medley now like normal, like we always do. These are the spiritual as much as physical voyages of the co-federation solar, sun-R starship planet Earth, restored to heaven as our spiritual, genealogical, local, global, universal voyager in shared her and his family community enterprise. Our new millennial year's mission to rediscover and re-understand, sustain, and explore are and all are in fact familiar new worlds of family community, of the tree of love, life, and light throughout the solar system and universe, to restore, renew, and sustain our and new life and new sustainable civilizations, past, present, retroactively, and now, rebalance, and future, always balancing, to lovingly, genealogically, and boldly become and be space-time travelers whenever and where we have, in dimensional reality, all in part been before, if also never been before, in alternative space timelines that are circles, which are of the universal EQ, IQ, and SQ continuum, balance, combinations of the ever-expanding circle which spirals and grows, budding and blooming in space-time. Love and live enlightened, ever young, long, and prosper all both in each and every one. Engage your heart, mind, soul, and body, for we all, both in each, and each both in all, can, must, and marvelously and miraculously make it so.
In the thunderous blast, she merges, her eyes on fire, the mighty priestess. She is risen from the nativity.
We're going to start this over. We're going to start this over.
Celestial event. And she said, so look at me to see what I see. I need to see.
These are the spiritual as much as physical voyages of the Co-Federation Solar, Sun, our starship, planet Earth, restored to heaven on our as our spiritual, genealogical, local, global, universal voyager and shared her and his big community enterprise. Our new
My family is filled with poetesses and poets, healers, anthropologists, artists, musicians, biologists, astrophysicists, universalists, educators,
solar system and universe.
Co-Secretary Generals Kosevraz, Equinox to accuse.
Our and new life and new sustainable civilizations, past, present, retroactively, and now, balance, and future, always balancing. To lovingly, genealogically, and boldly become and be space-time travelers whenever and where we have interdimensional reality, all in part been before, also never been before, in alternative space timelines that are circles, which are of the universal EQ, IQ, and SQ continuum. Balance, combinations of the ever-expanding circle which spirals and grows, budding and blooming in space-time. Love and live enlightened, ever young, long, and prosper all both in each and every one. Engage your heart, mind, soul, and body, for we all, both in each, and each both in all, can, must, and marvelously and miraculously. So,
in the thunderous blast, she merges, her eyes on fire, the mighty priestess. She is risen from the nativity of Calvary. She is risen from the fires of the earth. She is risen. She is risen.
we are risen.
She is risen. She is risen.
I'm that wet baby.
We are risen.
May the circle you abandoned all the broken, may the love of God is the ever in your heart. Bury needs and bury not, and bury needs again. Blessed be
We're going to back this up a little bit one more time. Didn't quite have our graphics ready. Let's go do this again.
She is risen from the nativity of God. She is risen from the fires of the earth. She is risen. She is risen.
We are risen.
She is risen.
We are risen by my intercession and your cooperation. We are risen by my intercession and your cooperation in circles.
Blessed be, blessed be, blessed be.
महालक्ष्मी मृडप्रिया महारूपा महापूज्या महापातकनाशिनी महामाया महासत्त्वा महाशक्ति महारथी महाभोगा महेश्वर्या महावीर्या महाबला महाबुद्धि महासिद्धि महायोगेश्वरेश्वरी महातंत्र महामंत्र महायंत्र महासना महायागक्रमाराध्या ओम महाभैरवपूजिता महेश्वर महाकल्पक महातांडव साक्षिणी महाकामेश महिषी महात्रिपुर सुंदरी चतुष्षष्टि उपचाराढ्या चतुष्षष्टि कलामयी महाचतुष्षष्टि कोटि योगिनी गणसेविता
Let you back. No. No words. No words. Describe. I should have said. Oh, so beautiful. Beautiful. So beautiful. People need to see what I've seen. They need to see.
My family is filled with poetesses and poets, artists, musicians, healers, anthropologists most necessarily, biologists, astronomers, holistic universalists of all wisdom and kindness and wisdom. Kindness and wisdom. We are co-secretary generals, co-sefiras, equinox true Qs.
This day I call the heavens and the earths as witnesses intercessorily for and hopefully and prayerfully not against you, that I have set before you life and death, blessings and curses. Now choose love and life with light, so that you and your children may live. For I give you good doctrine, forsake ye not your our new millennial law.
Okay. That is a tradition. Maybe better to say sunflowers go up to the block. This is Anna Marie singing Christmas, and I am Derek China, Alaska, and Hangoutz, Dakota, and I am also a French English speaker. We create island teams. That means we are all related. We a great new millennial growth group as the law of Alltimate of the sacred ground that is Mother Earth, and all the planets of all the universes.